So, you need to tell a stranger all of the intimate details of your relationship and then pay them a shed load of money to stand up in front of all of your favourite people for about 30 to 40 minutes to talk all about you. Why wouldn't you want to be a bit selective over who this person is? Hi folks, I'm Paul by the way from Stand By Me Ceremonies. I'm a celebrant working in the north of England. You're looking for a celebrant? How do you go about it? Maybe you're getting married, maybe you've got a civil partnership or a renewal of vows. It's a bit of a minefield. There's so many out there. How do you know which is the right one for you? This short video is going to have a look at some of the things to look for right at the start of the process when you first make contact with a celebrant, when you first research their website. What do you look for? What do you ask? What do you say? How do you know who's right for you? 1. Initial research. You need to have a look at the wording on their promotional material. This is going to tell you so much if you read between the lines as to what type of celebrant you're looking at. When you're reading this person's website and information, does it seem like the sort of person that you want to sit down with and that you actually want to tell some personal information to? Are you a same-sex couple, non-binary? Have they got any photos, celebrations that they've done of that manner? If not, maybe this isn't the person for you. Do you want religion in your ceremony? Some celebrants offer this, some don't. Some will allow you to have a religious reading, not spoken by them. Others just don't want it included at all. Is this something that's important to you? Have a look on YouTube, see if you can see them doing a ceremony or talking to camera like this. Do you find them interesting? Because you're going to have to listen to this person for 40 minutes in the ceremony and you're going to have a few meetings with them. If you don't like listening to them, maybe it's not the right person for you. 2. First impressions. It might be a Zoom meeting, it might be an in-person chat. Now, be warned, they want to get with a couple that suits them as much as they suit the couple. So they're assessing you at the same time as you're assessing them. It's not a one-way street, this. So you've got to be right for each other. It's got to gel. If you're very excited about your wedding or your civil partnership or whatever the ceremony is, and the celebrant you're talking to is a bit more lukewarm about your ideas, this probably isn't going to work. Bear that in mind when you go to meet them, really, that you're assessing them, they're assessing you. In this first impression, try and find out how open-minded your celebrant is. Have you got some unusual features that you want in your ceremony? Do you think they're going to be open to that? Maybe just ask them directly. But this is where you get all of this out, this first impression stage, the initial meeting. That is when you find out what it is that you want to do and are they up for that. 3. Creative ideas. Celebrants are all very different. Some have got lots of ideas that they like to give you. Others like to sit back and try and nurture your creative ideas. What type of celebrant do you want? Have you already got a clear idea on how you want the ceremony to be? If that's the case, then you want somebody that's going to sit back and nurture your idea. If you're really not sure and you know you want it to be beautiful, you know you want it to have lots of features in, you just don't know what they are just at the minute. Maybe you're a bit busy to actually do all of that research for yourself. Maybe you want a more creative celebrant who's going to give you those ideas. 4. Location. Some celebrants will travel, some won't. If your celebrant is prepared to travel, and this is somebody that you really want, you really like their promotional material, and you don't care that they're in a different part of the country, then you've got to think about the logistics of that. Perhaps you want a budget for the celebrant to stay over the night before so that on the day there's no stress. Where is it you're thinking of doing your ceremony? Is it outside? Is it somewhere unusual? Is it up a mountain? Is it on a canal boat? You've got to think in that initial meeting, is your celebrant open to that? Now they might say that they are, but then you've got to kind of read between the lines a little bit, because all celebrants are going to want to have a contingency plan if the weather isn't as good. If you live in the north of England like I do, that happens a lot. So you're going to need a contingency plan that's indoors. Now, how quickly are they going to want to jump to that indoor plan? Are they excited about the idea of where you want to have your ceremony, or are they a little bit reticent and you get the feeling that they're going to As soon as there's a drop of rain, they're going to say, right, let's go to the contingency plan. How important is it to you that the first choice location is the one that you stick to no matter what? 5. Content. Now, the content of your ceremony can be anything. This is a non-legal ceremony. You've already had that part done if you're getting married, or if it's a renewal of vows, there's no legal aspect anyway. So you can put whatever you want into it, but you've got to think, is this celebrant open to the ideas for the content that we have? Do you want symbolic actions like hand fasting, jumping the broom? Are these things that the celebrant has done before? Are they things that they would like to do? Are they as excited as you about these ideas? 6. Final point, price. All celebrants will charge different prices, but it's not that clear cut. Not all of them will offer the same services for the price that they've put on their website. So you need to find out what comes as part of that price. Things that you will pay for: the ceremony, the writing of the script, and some sort of meeting. Extras on top of that: a rehearsal dinner, an extra meeting, lots of revisions of the script, help with your ceremonies, transport, overnight accommodation. Now, it might be that certain celebrants look a lot cheaper, but they don't include things that you're going to need that another one does that seems more expensive. So you need to weigh these up against each other. Basically what I'm trying to say is some of the cheaper celebrants may end up being the same price as the expensive ones once you add in all the features that you personally need to make this ceremony work for you. I hope that's been useful. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you found it interesting. Lots of videos to come on the world of celebrant-led ceremonies. I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.